is all of Ortega method in just 5 minutes. So Ortega method is basically when you don't always have to make a matching layer like this right here, but you can make something like this. Do OLL and then be able to resolve both of the layers in one alg. The method in general doesn't have many algs, but it's very fast of a method for how less you have to learn. It is one of the most popular methods, especially if you don't main 2x2. It can get you averaging even 3 seconds if you have real speed turning. So to start off, we'll be going over all the cases with a bar. So before I do that, you should know how to do OLO, and you should also know this one, a T-perm, and basically also this diagonal corner swap, basically a Y-perm on 2-bank. Okay, so when there's only one bar, these two are actually the same case. There's a diagonal swap and there's an adjacent swap, but I recommend learning both of these algs because rotation makes it a lot slower. So here when you have this on the top, you go R, U prime, R, and you technically do an F2, but you finger trade it like a D2, and then I kind of regrip like that, R prime, U, R prime. Again, R, U prime, R, F2, R prime, U, R prime. As you can see. Now this, so first of all, for this one, you have to hold the bar in the front, and this corner stays wherever it is, so you can predict AUF like that. For this one, you keep the bar to the left, and this corner stays where it is, so you can predict AUF like that. Here, this is a very fast out. You do R2, U, R2, U prime, R2, U, R2, U prime, R2. So you basically just keep alternating U moves, and then in the middle of them you keep doing R2s, and you can do this really fast and regrip less. So basically, this is the same alg, like similar to finger trick, similarly to a square one. So again, like that. Oops. Okay, moving on, we have the case where both of the sides are the same, so either both sides have a bar or both sides have no bar. So if you have a bar on both sides, you hold both of those bars, the front you do, so, and both of these bars stay preserved. So that's how you can predict AUF. So you do R2, U prime, B2, U2, R2, U prime, R2. Again, you start off like this, R2, U prime, double click B2, U2, double click again, R2, U prime, R2. Like that. Moving on, for this one, this is a very simple alg and very fast. You just do R2, F2, R2. You can finger trick this however you want, or depending on your solve, but basically no bar, and you do R2, F2, R2, and that's all it. Just to make sure you know this, so these bars don't have to match. Just like this, you just hold both of the bars in the front and do that to solve it. So that's about it, but here are a few tips to get faster with this method. So for example, obviously have good layers, but when I'm planning my layer here, I can predict that there's going to be a bar here, and you should remember that, so that as soon as you see a bar in the top there, you're like, oh, there's one bar here, we have both of the sides as bar, and you can do this. This case is relatively very rare as compared to the others, so that's just something that might help out. Moving on, if you get this case with the bar at the bottom or at the top, and you like this case more, don't rotate. Trust me, this is still faster. So yeah, and lastly, try predicting OLL. Predicting OLL is not that hard with this, and it just gets you a lot faster with Ortega. And just one final thing, if you have a solved thing like this, just goes normally. And yeah, that's about it. Here's an example solve. So I here I have the yellow layer, kind of nice. Green layer I like better, so I'll go here. I can predict that I will have a bar in the back with orange bar. So uh, basically like that, and there is an orange bar in the back. I do OLO, and I see a bar, and I do the up. To look for your bars, if you see opposite corners in the front and opposite in the side, you have no bar. If you see opposite in the front but not opposite on the side, you have a bar in the back. And if you just look and there's a bar, you can obviously tell there's a bar. And so that's all your recognition tips. Thank you for watching.